Hey everyone, this is Erica Sabo. Welcome back to another one of my weekly vlogs. Let's see what's been going on this week. So in terms of gaming, there have been two very big releases this week, and that was Dark Souls 2 and Titanfall. Now unfortunately we did not have a Dark Souls 2 event here in Toronto. I was super bummed about that, but we did have a really cool Titanfall event where I ended up getting this toque, and I ended up getting a Titanfall t-shirt, and I got this awesome little badge that says first to play Titanfall, because I didn't end up doing the beta. They had some really cool little missions where you could get stickers if you met the missions, or if you did the missions, and then you got a little goodie if you filled this whole thing out. So yeah, it was really fun. And you know, I don't really play a whole lot of first-person shooters, not anymore at least. I used to play a lot of Battlefield Bad Company 2 back when that was released, and still working at a local video game store. But I don't really play anymore, and Battlefield's changed a lot. But Titanfall was very fun, very chaotic. I wish there was a campaign mode, but I'm fine with the fact that there's multiplayer. I'm not actually picking it up until it probably lowers in price a bit more. Not only that, but we only have a 360. I feel like it's something I'd want to play on the Xbox One or on the PC, especially PC. But I mean, eventually we'll get an Xbox One once the library goes up, and PC I want whenever I have money. Right, whenever I have the money to. But it was very fun playing. It felt a bit like, it did feel a bit like Battlefield actually, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I had a really fun time with it, and it was nice kind of regressing back into that time, because I used to have a lot of fun. Like, I suck, but I'm good at support, so I'm good at picking off people too. I used to do that a lot also in Horde mode and Gears. This is probably really weird for all of you to hear, considering all I do is talk about JRPGs, but that's my first love. I don't really like FPSs for the most part, unless it's one that I feel like I can be good at in some shape or form. So this one, maybe, unless I get squished by a Titan or something. So yeah, not so much that. In terms of Dark Souls, we actually didn't pick that one up either, just because money, but we will soon. I know that we do plan on getting it soon. Brad is more the player in terms of that. I know some of you are like, oh, you know, who are you gonna play as? When are you gonna play? Well, I really enjoy these games, and I did spend quite a bit of time with Demon Souls back when it came out. I don't know if I have the patience for these games, and I get very angry. So they're like one of those games I tend to rage in a lot because they're so ruthless, right? So I'm actually more of a watcher when it comes to these games, and I've been watching Brad play for a long time, and our friend Justin, who's like insane, he's like already in New Game Plus mode, and I don't even know what level he is. I don't want to know what level he is, but he plays a lot. He's like obsessed with it, so I'm sure he's getting obsessed with Dark Souls 2 as well. Brad, I know, will, and I'm just gonna sit and be glued to the television and just watch him play. And I might play myself, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. Let's see, what else in terms of gaming? Oh, so I've been reading up on my Persona 4 guide that I showed in my last pick-up video. It was kind of a pick-me-up though, actually. It was a pick-me-up in terms of getting caught up again with the series, and it kind of made me wonder, how did I play this game without a guide initially? There's a lot of micromanagement that goes on in this game, whether we're talking about, you know, S-Links, whether we're talking about Fusion System, like Persona Fusion System, or we're talking about what's on TV, when, collecting everything in the game, what to say, what not to say, how best to boost your stats. It's nuts. What's good about it though is that you don't necessarily need all of that in order to enjoy the game. The game is naturally very enjoyable and feels like an anime. It feels like this is like an anime in video game form, like so much so. It's so great. I love it very much, and I kind of actually like the time management system. It's the only moment where I can say I actually really enjoy it. I don't like time management stuff. I'm terrified of it. Whenever there's any type of countdown, I am scared, but I always felt like I had enough time in order to get through this. They're pretty reasonable about it. But yeah, Persona 4 is awesome, and I even put like little bookmarks here for quests and S-Links and all that good stuff. Yeah, all this good stuff. It's nice having a daily planner actually in here, and it's nice having a little boost to everything. Now this is for the PS2. I don't think I'm gonna play it again on the PS2. I have it on the PS2 over there beside Persona 3 Limited Edition. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, because I really want to get Persona 4 Golden. I really do, because I want to get to experience the extra character link that I could establish. I want all the little extra stuff. It's like the definitive version of the game. I have a download copy of it, but I want a physical copy of it. I don't know why I didn't even pre-order it. I didn't have a Vita, so I didn't even think of pre-ordering it when it came out, even though I wanted it like so badly. So yeah, I need a Vita because I'm borrowing Brad's right now. I'm thinking of actually getting a 2000 model. I like how rounded they are. I think they look really, really nice. And I really like some of the custom colors that came out for, well, they're not really custom, but they're special colors that came out in Japan. I want the white and light blue one. I want it so badly, but it's pretty expensive, right? And I mean, it's import. It's nice that it's region free and everything, but it's 250 or more. So I'm gonna have to save up for that and then get the game and plow through it. But I've been preparing as best I can. Actually, I'm wondering if Persona 4 Golden had a guide. If it did, I'm really interested in seeing it. I also really want to pick up a guide for Persona 3 for double jump games because I love the size. And it's like my favorite book ever now. So not very easy to find, but well worth your time if you do end up finding it. It's about like 70 bucks if you want to go on eBay. But yeah, so I'm kind of getting myself pumped up for Persona 4 for no reason just yet. So hopefully soon, hopefully soon. So in terms of anime, as you can imagine, I am continuing on with Nagiasu. The latest episode, episode 23, just came out this past Thursday, and it was one of my favorite yet. I think in the second part of the series, episode 19 and 23 have been my favorite, and that's because they've been very focused on Chisaki and Sumigu-kun. I love it. I love it, I love it. I'm not gonna divulge any more information, but I'm sure if you are a fan of those two, if you do ship them, your heart will melt, and it will, yeah, it will melt. It will melt, but it'll be good. It'll be good. You'll be very happy. There's also some others like Sayu. Oh, Sayu, she is so cute, and her I like how self-sufficient she is, and I like how much she cares for Kaname. I like Kaname. He's selfish, but he's selfish in a very reasonable, realistic way. I mean, they're all kind of selfish in their own way, right? So I don't know. I think that everything is done in a very realistic form that makes sense. Everybody has to be selfish to an extent. Everybody has to be selfless to an extent as well, right? So there's a lot going with the series, and there's some really amazing progression, and it's really kind of sad that we're like 3 episodes away or 2 episodes away from the finale. It's gonna be over very, very soon, and I am not so happy about that. But I know that Nipponichi already talked about how they're going to be releasing the DVD. Very excited for that. I'm still considering getting those Japanese only limited editions that came out in Japan just for the extra stuff. But I'm going to wait on that. I'm going to wait until I find out exactly what's inside of the Nipponichi version, which I'm sure will be released. Like, information will be released once the anime is actually over. And then we'll figure that out. But until then, I'm already starting to compile my review. I'm actually going to be doing a review for the anime because it's been really good, and you know, it's been really, really nice getting back into anime reviews again. I really missed it. I really missed it a lot. So I'm going to be doing tons more on top of all my gaming reviews that I do. So, speaking of Nagiasu, I am working on my cosplay for Chisaki, which might be why you have noticed I am wearing these things right here. You guys must have been like, what's in her eyes? Like, her eyes look so funky. Yeah, so I got circle lenses. I've been testing out, circle lenses just make your irises look bigger. They're really great for cosplay, or they're just really good, just they're fun, right? I used to wear contact lenses until I got laser eye surgery. So I'm used to wearing them, and these are actually very light in comparison to the ones I wore a while back when I was at Con Bravo and I was dressed up as Gumi from the Matryoshka Vocaloid music video. Those were heavy as hell. I would blink and they would like move around. But these ones, they stay in place. Yeah, and they don't do anything, right? It's really nice. It's really nice. Like, I can blink really hard and nothing happens. So thumbs up, thumbs up. I'm very happy that I got these from Maple Lens. I definitely recommend checking out Maple Lens. But yeah, so I was testing out the different blue shades just to see what would work for a Chisaki cosplay. And I really love these. I really do. And I'm going to be doing this for Anime North. I'm going to be doing it for Con Bravo. I might have to buy another pair by that time. I don't know. We'll see. But right now, these are really great. I hope you guys like them. I hope I didn't freak you out yet with my eyes, my crazy eyes. But I think it works really well for Chisaki. Now, in terms of the costume or the cosplay I'm going to be doing, I'm probably going to be doing her uniform. In episode 19, she kind of regresses back into her 14-year-old self, and while she's trying to become more of an adult, she also wants to go back to her childhood and have things be the way they used to be, right? I have that moment a lot. I still do. And I really like that episode. It really touched me in a personal way. And it was a funny episode too. I had some funny fan service in it. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing her uniform from that. It's probably the easiest thing to do. It's actually really hard to find her adult outfit, because it's not really a costume or anything like that, or a uniform or anything. It's just a sweater, a jean skirt. The sweater is the trickiest part, but if I can find it, I will do it. Because what I would prefer to do is have one day where I can cosplay as her in her as a 14-year-old, and then one as a 19-year-old, and then the following day would be where she's wearing her uniform or something. Or maybe I could do it rearranged, so her as her 14-year-old self, her as her 19-year-old self in the uniform, and her as her current self in her sweater and jean skirt and everything. I may do that. We'll see. We'll see if we can find that. But I like the look of that uniform. I mean, she even loves it, right? Everybody loves it. You see like fan art of her, and it's just her wearing that cute little uniform. So, you know, when it comes to uniforms, I typically order those because pleating and all that, it can get pretty complicated. And I'm not really one to sew. There are certain instances where I would rather try and do it myself or have someone closer to me do it, but if it's a uniform like I've done in the past, it works pretty well. It's a safe zone for me. So I'm ordering that from Etsy. I am very excited to receive that, and I'm very excited to show that all to you. Yeah, so and the last thing I need for the costume is to get the little hairpiece. The hairpiece is going to be a little tricky. I might have to end up making that myself, but just to, yeah, doing the ponytail is going to be fine. My hair will probably grow out by then too, a bit more, but I definitely need to make something with that. I've never seen anyone make it before, so we'll see how that goes. But I think that the cosplay is going pretty well so far, so I'm very excited to do this. Very excited. Aside from that, aside all the Nagiasu business, I am starting up Shinsekai Yori, which is a very underrated series that I highly recommend you check out on Crunchyroll if you haven't already. I will link to it below. I'm only a few episodes in now, and I'm just blown away. Like, artistically, concept-wise, it's very underappreciated, and I know some of you are asking, like, hey, talk about something that isn't something we already know about, right? And Shinsekai Yori is definitely one of them, and I can thank Natasha for telling me about that. Yeah, I'm really surprised that this anime went under the radar, but I think it's because it was maybe advertised more for a younger crowd, even though it's very mature in tone. So maybe something to take into consideration. I wish it was more popular than it was because it's amazing, but I feel like it's gonna become an underground hit in a way, right? So it's gotten amazing reviews if you check online. I'm sure that you'll see that soon. The last thing I wanted to mention is Nanon Biyori. Nanon Biyori was an amazing anime that I just recently reviewed, which you can check out here, or somewhere here. and it was just such a nice slice of life anime. Really reminded me of my childhood growing up in a very rural area, actually, and moving to the city and the transitions involved and all of that, right? So it's a really great anime, and I definitely recommend you check out my review. It's a short one. It's only like 4 or 5 minutes, so it won't take up too much of your time, and it's my first anime in a long time, so I really hope you check it out, and I really hope you watch the anime. It's only 12 episodes on Crunchyroll as well. I'll link to it below. And yeah, I think that's it anime-wise. So in terms of YouTube and my downtime, I'm gonna kind of merge this because I like to talk about more casual things too, and YouTube can be pretty casual sometimes. It can be very business-oriented as well. In terms of the more business-oriented side, I would like to announce that I am now part of the Rice Digital family. Rice Digital is really amazing. They have a really cool editorial all about Japanese niche games. All about these games that I typically cover already. So, or at least, yeah, actually they're all niche games, aren't they? It's funny, I never really thought about it as a niche, but I guess it is. It very much is. Like if you're talking about JRPGs, visual novels, even shoot 'em ups, you know, all these games, all of them, right? But yeah, I cared a lot about their vision. They also distribute a lot of games that would originally only be released in Japan. They distribute them in Europe and soon North America, hopefully too. But I got in touch with them because I checked out their site and I was like, oh, I really like this. You know, I've checked them out on and off for the past couple months, and I really like them, and I just wanted to, you know, give them a little comment or something on their Facebook page because I couldn't figure out where to contact them on their website. So I left a little note, and then I heard back from the guy who runs the site, Garant. I think that's how you pronounce your name, Garant. And he reached out and said, hey, do you want to be part of our family? Do you want us to help promote your videos since we share a vision? And I was like, yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, let's do this, right? I love this kind of stuff. So we went back and forth a little bit, and now I'm part of the family. So every week, every Thursday on Rice Digital, you are going to see a different video by me, just a hand-picked video that I've either released, you know, that week or something. I'm not making like videos specifically for Rice Digital. I'm just gonna show off whatever because it's already so similar as is, right? And there's already a lot of like news posts that are released as well. So yeah, it could be a JRPG video, like a review. My current one is actually for Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc review, so you can check that out. Otherwise, it could even be an anime review or something like that. I might do non-BRE, who knows, right? So I'll have to wait and see what other content I'm going to be releasing before Thursday, and stay tuned. I hope that you check it out very soon. I will put details below for you all. Everyone's really down to earth there and so welcome. I am so happy to be part of such an amazing family. So let's see what else is going on in the world. Yes, I am opening my Perler shop soon. As I explained in my last weekly vlog, I opened my shirt store, my shirt store, my Spreadshirt shop where I have t-shirts. Now, what I want to do, because I'm really curious to see the quality of these shirts, I'm actually in the middle of ordering one right now, like a girl's size one for the pixel art. I'm going to show that off to you guys so you can see what it looks like. Maybe it'll give you more incentive to check it out yourself too. But yeah, so I'm going to leave a link to my Spreadshirt shop down below if you want some apparel or you want some buttons or something. Help spread the word about MindBit and everything I do. But not Spreadshirt, Perler, Store Envy, too many words. Too many words. So I think I'm going to end up opening my Perler shop soon on Store Envy. I was thinking Etsy too, but I might upgrade to that. I don't really know what I'm going to do. But I'm going to open up my shop there soon. Here is some Perler art. You've already seen my Perler art for my little characters, for my pixel art shenanigans, t-shirt designs. So this is when I was still practicing Perler art, but I love the designs so much. They're all original. They're all by me, of me. Cute little things. They're adorable. I'm really happy I made these. There's another one with my current hair color, and then here is another one. And then let's put these back here. I also have one of Monokuma here. This little guy, so adorable. And then I recently actually just made one for Kyoko from Danganronpa as well. Now she's huge. She is big, which actually works really well with the size for Monokuma. But she turned out really good. She's actually supposed to be this way because of her hair thing, but she turned out a little melty. So I'm making these samples first so I can actually make them in reverse and then iron the hell out of the backs. Because I like it when you can't really see through the holes, but I like it when you can still see the holes and they're not too melted. So yeah, like this side is. So I'm gonna make them in reverse, so the back is gonna be the melty side. I just want to make sure that they're as stable as possible, so if I do ship them out, they don't, you know, fall apart on you or anything like that. So there's that. I also have this really cool shiny Sylveon, which you can check out around here somewhere, that I made for a friend. I do not have any more of. To be honest, I'm actually in the middle of ordering some new perlers. I went on the Perlers website and I'm buying original, or not original, I'm buying just solid colors. So I'm getting a 1,000 pack black, white, and sand, because my tub that I have just does not have a lot of colors, like neutral colors, I mean, right? So I went and I ordered those so I can start working on those more, and then after I can start working on those a bit more, then I can open up my shop, and I'm very excited for that. And I will do custom stuff too, as long as I have the right colors. I will. So when I release my shop, I'm gonna make sure I have a bunch more done so that I can already have a bunch of stuff ready for you, so I can give you an idea of what I'm capable of doing. And I'm gonna be doing a huge variety. I mean, I'm gonna have my original stuff that I made myself. I'm gonna have Danganronpa. I'm gonna have some retro game stuff there too. I'm gonna have I don't know. I know some Final Fantasy stuff you guys were interested in. I might even have some Persona stuff. We'll see. But it's something that I'm quickly working on. I'm trying so hard. So please stay tuned for that. Another thing, my friend Scotty is so awesome. He made, you know, the little girl in my Mind Fit intro. He made her. She's so cute. Now, the original art for this was from my friend Corey Schmitz, who, when he helped me make my business cards a long time ago, then he made this little character of me, and I just thought she was the cutest thing ever, and I've been using her ever since. She's been really, really adorable, and I love to see it when people make little fan art like this. Scott's an awesome guy, so he's my fellow Hungarian. And yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy about this. It's so adorable. I also want to mention I made some guest appearances, one on Future Retro Gamer, did a live podcast with them, really cool, and I also did a really lengthy but fun interview with my fellow These Warriors Are Terrible member, Steve Saylor, in this mini-series that they do called Talented Warriors, where they talk to the different people who are part of the These Warriors Are Terrible team about all of their personal endeavors. So that was really amazing. That was very fun. If you don't know what These Warriors Are Terrible is, it's a tabletop RPG podcast I am part of. I recently did an Evangelion campaign that was really great. In the past, I did campaigns for Star Wars, West End Games, I believe it was 3rd edition. We did The Matrix, which is a very similar system. We did Paranoia XP. We did Pokemon Adventures, I think that's what it was called. We did After the Bomb, which is very similar to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles campaign. What else did I do? A lot. It was clearly a lot of stuff I've done with them so far, so it was really nice to be able to talk to them all about that. I'm going to be doing a campaign very soon for another game called Scion, which I'm very excited for. It's very like mythology based game campaign, so really looking forward to that as well. And then potentially a new Matrix campaign in the future too, so there's a lot going on. Now I wanted to transition over to my YouTube shoutouts and my Patreon shoutouts. There's a lot to give this week. There's a lot of new channels that I found out about that I'm just gushing over. I'm so gushing over that I really want you to check out. I'm going to be listing them all below in my details. I want you guys to check them out. Every single time I do this, I do it for a reason. There's a lot of people online, but there's some very, 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 very talented people who I meet, and you know, like, I gotta share the love. I gotta share the love. So I try and pace everything out and just do as best I can and share as much love as I can with the world. So a few channels that you should check out are RamblePack64, Greg Nazarian, Anime Guru, Paper Pastels, Full Circle Reviews, who I will admit has like the most pretty videos ever in terms of like figurine stuff. So whether we're talking about Nendroids, Figmas, or statues of some sort. Lolly Lolly Hunter, Yagami Yuko, and XKDF. All really great. They're all either gaming or anime related, and they're just super cool people. You know, some of them might not suit your preferences, but I've tried to offer enough variety here. You might really dig some of these. So I really hope so. Now I also have some Patreon shoutouts I want to give, and those are going out to Brian Lysk, Steve Saylor, who I mentioned before, and Chris Cesarano. So thank you so much, guys, for pledging to my Patreon campaign. If you want to check out more about my Patreon campaign, I've linked to it below. It's kind of like a crowdfunding campaign, smaller than Kickstarter. It's to a much smaller degree, focused more towards creatives like myself, in order to help us be able to invest more into our channels. That's what I'm doing it for, at least. I feel like while I do monetize my YouTube videos, the profit, it's not nearly as big as the amount that I invest into these. So technically you could say I don't have a very successful business, but I think I do. I think that I'm working my way up there. So it's something that I work very hard at each day, and I feel like I actually have a steady schedule. Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. I think that's it. I think that's what it's going to be for the rest of forever for now. Who knows, maybe there'll be more days where I'll be able to have time to, but I have a full-time job, right? I got to juggle all of this. So there's a lot of things I want to get. I got to get audio equipment. I'm thinking of getting a PC, like building one, or a notebook or something, so I can play more visual novels, because a lot of these games that I want to do like Let's Plays for, or I want to review, are Windows only. So I got that. I got business cards I need to buy very soon. I have travel expenses for going to different cons and things like that. There's a lot of investing to do. There's a lot of stuff to do, and I could use all the help I can get. As little as it may be, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how helpful that is. So I hope you enjoyed this week's weekly vlog special. It was really fun talking to you guys. Please leave your comments below if you have anything you want to say, or anything that, like, comments, questions, suggestions, whatever it may be. Please let me know. Let me know. I love talking to you guys, and you've always been such great support. I don't know what I'd do without all of you. So I love you all very much. Thank you so much for letting me and giving me this chance to be able to do this. I'm forever thankful for this kind of stuff. So I hope you all have a really awesome weekend. You've been having an awesome weekend, and I'll see you all again next week. All right, peace.